Alrighty, welcome back to A-Hole Design. Speaking of designs, if you want to pick up your Kane merch design, you can go to represent.com/CaptainSparkles, linked in the description. I realize the reference is probably not relevant here on this channel, but I'm mentioning it and wearing it anyway, because why not? Let's begin with number 19. I went back multiple times. Exits the lobby. Are you sure you want to leave the game? Yes? No. Can I play devil's advocate here for a second? It feels like if you want to stop a game, that's kind of like the red. Or if you want to continue the game, green means go. Now, the way this is phrased, maybe it's a little bit confusing, but I kind of get where the designers were coming from, and I doubt that they were trying to be misleading. It's just that they probably thought this made more sense than the opposite. It's not that confusing to me for some reason, but it's, whatever. It varies from person to person, I suppose. If true, that's forked up. Life is like opening an iPhone box from a claw game. You never know what you're gonna get. Man wins iPhone from claw machine. Turns out to be box of chocolates with condoms inside. That seems mean. I don't know what I expected. At least I was gonna get a consolation prize. I might have thought I was getting a phone, but you know what? Chocolate's great too. You bite down on it and it's actually a piece of rubber. You're like, I give up. I'm gonna go to sleep for a week now because it's just not worth existing at this moment in time. I just wanted some chocolates at least, but you couldn't even do me that. I'm not a lawyer, but you may actually have a case on your hands though. Packaging made to look like there are 4 pins when there are only 2. Yeah, that's not very nice. But I think when you pick it up though, you realize the weight is a little bit off. I know it's not a package that actually weighs a lot, but still you pick it up and you'd be like, oh, wait a minute, this isn't balanced exactly how I would have figured it to be. And you would be like, wait, tricky. You know what? You tried. You did. It is a well-played, high effort, but I mean, like, how much does it really cost to manufacture those little pins? Your profit margins on that are already probably like really, really high. Do you need to use shady business practices there? Do you need to do that? Was told to post it on here because this is gold. Allow Flashlight to make and manage phone calls? You see, your problem here is that you're installing a Flashlight app to begin with, when your phone probably has a native Flashlight function. Although I will say, I do remember when I installed a Flashlight application, probably like 5 years ago, before I think there was a native toggle on the main lock screen. But even then, not really sure why a Flashlight application would need to be able to make and manage phone calls, but yeah, fork this place. Oh, ciabatta roll, that's so disappointing. What is that? Like a mayonnaise sandwich or something? Oh man, that looked so good to begin with. I was like, oh dude, there's nothing better than like a ciabatta roll sandwich, a little toasting going on there. Throw some ham on some lettuce, honey mustard, mayo, bit of tomatoes. Like, you can't go wrong with, you can, because it's just a mayonnaise sandwich. All right, it would have been better. Just give me the ciabatta roll on its own. Like, just having bread would be better than this mess right here. How do you take pride in building a sandwich like that? I'd feel badly. I would want to take pride in what I'm making, but no. How can you do that to a poor ciabatta roll that can't live up to its full potential? Can we call Adobe a-holes for always trying to sneak in McAfee? I dislike this because I use Adobe on a daily basis, Photoshop mostly, After Effects every now and again, and they make good products. And I feel like they kind of devalue themselves when they do things like this, because I don't think anyone would say Photoshop is not a good program. It is a good program, like very good, and is the industry standard. But you don't have to do things like that. I don't know. Adobe, come on, guys. I pay every month for Creative Cloud, and you make good stuff, but you don't have to go do that. Stand tall. Take pride in what you do, and don't resort to, unless they're probably paying you like hundreds of millions a year. It's like McAfee's last holdout to get their software installed because their founder lives in Central America doing crazy things, and they're like, yeah, he's probably not establishing a good reputation for our brand, even though he's no longer a part. anymore. We kind of need to. I'm surprised they haven't rebranded. Honestly, it's he's an interesting guy. From all that I've seen, it's quite a wild ride to look at his Twitter. It really is. But anyway, Adobe, you could be better. I believe in you guys. YouTube trending, favoring things that bring in more advertising dollars instead of actual content, possibly Hanlon's razor. Trending aims to surface videos that a wide range of viewers will appreciate. Current affair, number 9 on trending, 186,000. Not trending, 433,000. Okay, so I'm gonna play, not necessarily devil's advocate here, but from someone who is, I would say, more familiar with YouTube. It's not actually a thing where YouTube's algorithms say, hey, is this video monetizing? And as long as it meets that criteria, okay, then we'll put it in trending. It's that monetization and placement in suggested videos, trending, search results, all that kind of tie back to the same thing, which is that YouTube wants to present things that don't seem potentially controversial, not friendly for a first-time user visiting the site. And so both the advertiser guidelines and what advertisers want their ads to run on, and what should we place in these featured categories, it kind of ties back to the same thing. So it's the type of content and the age that it's skewed towards and all that determines both, rather than it determining monetization, and then the monetization determines like how it trends, if that makes sense. So that's just me trying to speak from a neutral viewpoint as to how the system works. Not a comment on whether or not I think it's the correct approach or not, but just it ties back to the same thing, but it's not because of the monetization, as far as I'm aware. A whole. I think we've seen this before, or we've seen something very similar to it, so at the risk of having my commentaries overlaid on the Captain Sparkles subreddit video, yes, there we have it. To make this bucket of constructor set look full, they put a paper cone inside with some constructor pieces printed on it to make it less noticeable. Oh, that's sneaky right there. I hope at least the pieces go all the way down to the bottom, but then there's the cone in the middle, which would be what? So how much of the volume do we have? 2/3, right? Because the volume of a cone is 1/3 pi r squared h, whereas the volume of the cylinder, approximately, bulges out a little bit, is just pi r squared h. So, therefore, we're losing approximately 1/3 of the possible pieces that we could be getting in this bucket, which is kind of a bummer. And also, then we just have the freaking airspace at the top. And I'm sorry, these are not potato chips, which you don't want to have crushed, okay? These are Lego pieces, all right? Well, not actually Lego pieces, but you get the idea. And you don't have to worry about them being crushed. There's no reason to have all that air gap. Just give me the Lego pieces I deserve. But this isn't Legos, I guess. Seller on eBay uses the star emoji to make it seem like they have 5-star reviews. From Jace, who now has a 5-star name of his own. New 2019 Lightning Wire Bluetooth wireless earbuds, headset, headphones, AirPods. From the 5-star US seller with 100% satisfaction, free shipping. Not based upon the actual ratings, but we say that we have 100% satisfaction, and also our name is 5-star US seller. It has nothing to do with our actual rating, it's just our name. We're 5-star, and also SEO. We include every possible applicable tag in our product description, and also use Apple's own box photography on our box. Like, I'm pretty sure that's the image straight from Apple. That might not be the thing, because I think Apple's has a little metal strip there, but you straight up called it AirPods, which I think is a trademarked sort of thing. But whatever. It's a bold move, Cotton. We'll see if it pays off for you. You became the very thing you swore to destroy. I feel like there's a prequel memes reference somewhere in here, but I still haven't watched the prequels, so yeah, I need to do that sometime. But anyway, you can come up with the prequel meme for this. Free ad blocker browser, ad block and pop-up blocker. Contains ads. I would advocate for services like YouTube Premium, which are even more valuable to content creators than watching ads, and you don't get any ads. And you can also download videos on your device, and you get access to the YouTube Red shows or YouTube Premium shows. Sorry, it's not called YouTube Red anymore. And it's pretty cool all around. And you can listen to music with the app minimized. You can shut your phone off. Not completely off, but you can sleep it and you can still be listening. It's like great for listening to sets of music, hour-long music videos. Oh, it's the best. I actually do use it for that, and I highly advocate YouTube Premium. So anyway, and also whitelisting sites that you like. That's just me speaking from the creator perspective. Much appreciated. What's up? Ad glued on my forking windshield. Wow, okay. No, nah, you don't fork with a person's vehicle, okay? It's bad enough when people lift up the windshield and slide in some kind of flyer, but to actually stick a sticker? Oh, no, like don't you dare. If I caught you in the act, I will take that sticker and I will slap it on your hair. You can have fun removing it from your hair, okay? Yeah, you're gonna require scissors for that because you're not gonna enjoy taking that thing off. Don't you dare do that. So it's neither of these? Chalk, a brownie company, peppermint cream, gluten-free, organic. We are not gluten-free or organic certified because it's bullshort. Our product is made in a facility that processes foods that contain wheat, etc., etc. I don't actually know enough about how food labeling works to say what this means exactly. Like, I don't know. It could be that like this product specifically is gluten-free, but they're giving you the heads up that it is in a facility that is made with other things that aren't gluten-free. And then organic certified, maybe that's like you have to be approved by a certain thing, but they do source what is claimed to be organic ingredients. I have no idea. It says possibly Hanlon's razor. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure how to interpret this, but I guess if you're concerned, you can get another type of brownie. Like if you got celiac, then you probably know how to manage it better than I can advise currently. $110 for a textbook that isn't even bound. 3rd edition calculus. Early transcendentals, single variable. I don't like early transcendentals. That's just very intimidating to me, aside from the a-hole design part of this. Your textbook in a binder-ready edition. Binder sold separately. You gotta spend an extra $5, $110 wasn't enough. You gotta put it in a binder, and it just makes it harder to resell. And also this comes with a code that if you want to access the homework for the course, one-time use, and so it kind of makes it worthless when you go around and try to sell this used because they won't have access to what they need for the course. So one-time use only. It's cool. It's great. We're gonna skip that one for political reasons. Facebook, I'm beyond words. Upload a photo of yourself. To get back on Facebook, upload a photo that clearly shows your face. Make sure the photo is well lit and isn't blurry. Make sure to go to a photography studio in order to get a perfectly done photo so that you can send it to us. Make sure you look like a model in it. It's got to be real perfect. If it's not up to quality, if we wouldn't use it on our super duper Instagram profile, then it's not going to work for us. Also, could have sworn I've seen this somewhere. Maybe not on this subreddit, or maybe it was in like a past month or something, but yeah, that would be... I'd be like, no, I'm good. I don't use Facebook enough to justify this, so it's been real Facebook. I'll catch you later. My Chinese smart TV plays a 15-second Chevrolet commercial every time I turn it on. Really? All right, so you got like a group of 20 people over. You're all ready to watch the game. Hold on, guys. You gotta watch this 15-second commercial real quick. It happens every time I turn on the TV. Did you pay for the TV? Yeah, I paid for the TV. Still gotta watch the ad every time. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna get a new TV soon. This is kind of annoying. Hope you got a deep discount on that thing. Difference between a small and large beer. Oh, it's gonna fit in the smaller cup, isn't it? I don't find this a-hole design at all. I think this is actually just kind of fascinating. How what looks to be large, like the illusion of the glass being large just because of how it's shaped. There's hardly any left over. That's actually amazing. It's like how a martini glass, if you take like a regular glass and fill it to like this much, and then you pour it into martini glass, it'll be like completely full. And also martini glasses suck because if you bump into anything just slightly, it's gonna spill everywhere. God, I hate martini glasses so much. At least with this, both the glasses are practical, but I don't know. I ain't even mad. It's clever, and it does look a lot bigger. And then you're like, what? Wait, that'd be a heck of a party trick, though. Get a bunch of drunk people around the bar, like, hey guys, you got your large beers? Watch this. It'd be just a great little party trick. The y-axis has 0 on the top, so the graph looks like demonetized went down instead of up. All right, we're probably gonna be just looking at this from a purely just straight on like graph design perspective. Yes, demonetized in Florida, the number of demonetized using firearms. So we have, yes. Now, if you are creating a graph where there are escalating values that are going from 0 up, or just any number and going upwards, increasing in value, generally you want to make that graph in like the Q1, or this perspective for you to camera, of the graph, of the XY graph, you know, with its 4 quadrants and stuff. So that is how you would generally create a graph. You wouldn't want to upside down it because that doesn't really make sense and it's not very intuitive to read. So that is, yes, a bit of feedback for your graph design, that this is an improper way generally to do it. You would want to flip it over so that it's increasing from bottom to top. And yes, that is how it be. It is how it do and how it be. Anyway, that is it for the last month of A-Hole Design. I hope that you have enjoyed, or actually not enjoyed. Hopefully you've been frustrated. Make sure to like if you were frustrated, subscribe if you're not already. If you want to get Canadian merch, represent.com/CaptainSparkle. This is the music in the description, and music link, the outro in the description. I'll see you next time. That was a good outro. Bye.